Hey, my beautiful, beautiful friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are always welcome to this space. My name is Kevin. Today is Thursday, the 10th of August, 2023, and this is your card of the day. All right, so we are using the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle deck by Radley Valentine. These illustrations are by Echo Chernik. And the card of the week is number 12, Perspective, which is also known as the Hangman in traditional tarot. In this deck, which is the Archangel Power Tarot Deck, also by Radley Valentine, it is associated with, or at least influenced by, Archangel Chamuel. Now, Archangel Chamuel is known as the eyes of God, the one that helps us see things differently, the one that helps us find things that we may feel are blind or in the shadows to us. Just all things, yes, revealing. Now, in this particular card, we're showing our angel upside down, looking at everything from a different angle. And all week long I have been suggesting that whatever card pops up, that you look at everything and anything that you've got coming up for you with a different perspective, as opposed to taking the belief that you may have been taught and adopted that nothing changes, everything's always the same, blah, 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 which is all really a habit the brain maps into assuming that things are going to be the same. But let's get right on to my isms before we get to the card of the day. You can claim I am a world citizen, a universal creator. I come with powerful intent and purpose. The I am puts the wheels of energy vibration into motion to bring that with you. You have to claim that you're a world citizen because you are. You have to claim that you are a universal creator, or get in touch with the energy that says you're not. This is where we come to our sorting room, where we sort through what's a lie and what's the truth. Am I really a universal creator? Yes, I would say yes. Anything you create from nothing, even in your thoughts, you're creating something. Now, the mood that you're in will set the vibration that brings the reality to you. So think about it. If you're in a bad mood and things have got a hold of you and they're not quite working right, and you may be frustrated, that's real. Those are real emotions. You're allowed to feel them. You have them for a reason. Just like there's thunderstorms, tornadoes, hurricanes, big, powerful weather patterns moving through. They are real. They're here for a reason, not to harp on the negative. But if you want a different result, if you want all those wonderful things to occur for you in your life, it is a question of changing the mood that you're in. And the way I do it is go for a walk, move my body around, go to a different space in place and look at things in a different way. The other one here, which some of you may be like, what does that mean? My energy is more important than manners. Oh, yes. I like to think sometimes that this business of good behavior can sometimes be a little bit of a oxymoron. Yes, politeness. All right, I can get that. Thank you, please. Setting an intention, holding a door for somebody, just having good, solid manners, but or at least good, solid practices of kindness, acts of kindness. I'm all for that. But then there's sometimes where, we have to do something on the fly, and there's this whole thing where there's finger pointing and judgment. I'm not going there. I'm talking about your overall energy. If your overall energy is a little off, we switch it up. We change it up. But the energy, the mood, what you're coming to each and every day with and each and every situation with is far more important than being perceived as, or sitting in the manners, or being this whole polite thing, because that's playing a role. That's playing to someone else, not to yourself. All right, let's get on with it before I get into the weeds with that. Great Father in the sky, Mother in the earth, angels, ancestors, my spirit guides, and the spirit guides and the ascended relatives of others, I thank you for coming to this space. I set the intention to see, to feel, to hear, and to know your sacred words, and to deliver this message in such a way as to enlighten, to inspire, and heal. May the messages be clear to all participants. So shall it be. And I'm going to pull from back here today. Let's turn this one over. Oh. See, now look, I love this. Oh gosh, I love this. So now look, this to me reminds me of the doorway, if I could say, heaven on earth. This looks to me like, well, the doors are wide open. And this is a number one. You are magically manifesting everything you could possibly want right now. And no word of a lie. We have the Lion's Gate portal that is still open until the 12th of August, which means if you want to get into manifesting your magical life, which you should, then you want to do a meditation. There's plenty of them on YouTube. Meditate, get into that groove of allowing the angels, the guides, even some of your ascended relatives to take you to the Lion's Gate portal. And look at this. I mean, even if you want to use this as a visual, how magnificent is that? The Lion's Gate portal. Go in there. Imagine those doors being flanked by celestial lions. Think of those lions being like Ariel, who's the lioness of God. Imagine yourself riding those lions in through those gates. Like, wow, you're being honored. You're being given this rare and wonderful opportunity. And then you sit before, stand before, be in the grace of God, being in the grace of the great divine, and says, all is in perfect timing. This is it. It's time to take action right now. I will be here to help you every step of the way. Now that is Archangel Michael talking about every single step of the way. And you look to see these big golden coins that are coming. That's Ariel. She is the great giver of abundance, the great supplier of all things that you need. This is where the challenge comes in. You've got to set that mood, my friends. You have to lift the heart chakra. You have to lift the heart vibration up higher, which is seeing it from a different perspective. So now, if this is for some of you that are maybe new to divination, maybe new to divine inspiration, maybe, you know, as I did for the longest time, called this a little bit off the wall, like, I'm not sure I'm buying all this magic. Well, that's the mood right there. You can say, I've got a Kevinism here that I learned when I was first coming to this. Where is it? It basically goes, if I'm so great, if I'm so powerful, if I am this magnificent manifester, then show me. That's really what it says. Show me, show me, show me. You know, you can say, you can affirm things like this. I am open, receptive to, well, that's, you know, I've got to change these colors because this doesn't work with this camera. I am open and receptive to all good and abundance in the universe. You are. You are, you are, you are. Think about the time that you didn't think something was going to happen, and it did. Here's another one. I love this. I am love. I am God. I am worthy, I am infinite, because you are. Now, there's a part of anything that we start affirming. I can't find that other one now. I've got so many of them here. I think you get this perspective. There's a part of us that when we start affirming that which we want to create and that which we're up for, that which we are in line with, that we don't quite get it, we don't quite believe it, we're not quite sure of it. Now, I had this little notion this morning. I'm taking another class because I love to learn. When I learn, I get to teach. And every single string of my bow gets to play a different tune. That's how I look at it. And sometimes it feels like I'm a little bit late for the party. Sometimes it feels like I show up for Thanksgiving on New Year's Day. I'm learning all of these things thinking, where has this been all my entire life? And there's definitely a decade, I think I've spoken about that before, where there's something that goes on in every single decade that we get to live, that we get to experience. And it is a little bit like anywhere from 5 to 10 years in there. You know, when we get to the 25 and the 35 and the 45 and the 55, those years, right? We get into that, we're just getting bubbling. We're just sort of, in that decade, and it's sort of moving along. And then we start climbing the 28s, 38s, 48s, 58s, 68s on 9s, and then boom, we've hit another decade, right? Then there's that idea that, I've got another decade older. Yeah. That just means you have all this experience to pull with you, and there's something new coming. Anyway, I digress. I'm going off on a tangent, they're telling me. All right, shut up already. It's not about you. My point being, everything you've done in your life, including the things that were a little bit like, I'm really not sure about this, I'm going to do it anyway, they have somehow worked out. And I would probably put my hand on my heart and say, there had to be divine timing. There had to be perfect timing involved in what you did and what you got. I want you to think about the times in your life where you were pushing and shoving and trying to get something to do it right now. I need it right now. All of this, and it wasn't happening. But then something else popped in. The minute you let go of all that struggle, of all that frustration, of all that angst, the minute you released it and said, boof, I can't be dealing with this anymore because I've done it. I've done that. I've got to the point of enough already. Forget it. I can't be. This is just crazy. Let it go. Then something else is possible. That's what this is about today. It's about, I'm thinking of a nursery rhyme in my head. So I know I've got these joyful, I don't know whether they're pixies, angels, nymphs, fairies, they're all around me. They're singing, sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye. And they're just, that's what you want to get to. That giddy up energy that says it's all going to be in divine timing, all going to be perfect, all going to be coming to you. The thing that we must do to get it to open that up is to really, truly believe. Really, truly believe. It's a challenge, particularly when it's taken a long time to get here. As I said, showing up for Thanksgiving on New Year's Day. I don't know whether that's like, okay, well, what happened? All the decorations are gone. We started already. What's going on? Where have you been? That's what I feel like. Where have I been? But in all that to say, I'm glad I showed up. All right, my friends, that's enough of my waffling on. Listen. Tomorrow, the 11th. Can you believe that? The 11th of August. Here we go. This is what I'm up for. A magical opportunity for you to book a quick card reading. Just to put some cards down, see where we're at, see where we're going. And you can choose whatever it is. If it's love that you're looking for, if it's a relocation you're looking for, if it's a person you're looking for, if it's a situation you've got that you're tangled up in the weeds that you want. Let's plop some cards down. Let's see who's coming, Who's your significator? Who is with you, working with you? You have to go to my email, kevincross.com. I'll give you the payment thing, and then we send you the link, and then we book you in. I'm going to book them in individually because I like the privacy, and the energy is much better when it's just me and someone rather than a whole bunch of people coming in. All right, my friends, there's that. Until tomorrow, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing. We are over 300 subscribers. If every single one of these 300 people got one other person to subscribe, we are doubling. And on it goes. All right, my friends, till tomorrow. Lots of love, light. Bye.